Hello and welcome to Spirit Forest. It is the season. I am finally in my tent and I got some things to show you. I got some projects I'm working on, so stay tuned. Did you know that yesterday was a National Hike Naked Day? Did you hike naked yesterday? I don't know. Yeah, so I I saw that post on, I don't know where I saw it at, but I saw it and it got me thinking and I just wanted to share with you. Have you ever hiked naked? I don't know. It's actually a pretty fun experience if you haven't. I think you can get in trouble though. I was in my 20s and I don't know, I was with this guy and no, I wasn't even dating him. It was just fun. He's like, hey, let's go hike naked. And I'm like, really? And it was moonlight. Did it in, it was a full moon, literally. And I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. And I was just learning backpacking and stuff like that. And I was a fun person. I'm still fun, but I don't know if I'd do it now. But yeah, so we backpacked naked. We hiked a couple miles. We did have to at some point scurry over this rock, and where the point where you had to take your backpack off and put your backpack over and then climb the rock, and I got scratched up everywhere. So I prefer to hike with clothes. So I got my water and I got some cookies. If you watched my video before, I was bringing stuff in the tent and I meant to bring water. Totally forgot to bring water. I went to the store to get water and I got a thing of cookies and left. So this time I got cookies and water. Oh, you know what's interesting? My phone just vibrated. Of course, I don't know why I have my cell coverage on right now. Usually I put it on airplane mode. But every once in a while, I can't get any data. No one can. I mean, you could text me every now and then. I might be able to text out. And then in near my area, near my tent. But for some reason, every once in a while, I will get your YouTube comments on my phone. And so it vibrates every now and it just vibrated. And I'm going to read this comment. I don't know what it says. Hold on, make sure it's a good one. Okay. Ruthie H. She commented. I don't know what video she commented on. I just know I have a comment. Sure that wasn't a rain stick you were working on. LOL. I agree with your thoughts on hiking, camping, etc. I've always been comfortable going by myself, exploring ... Now I can't read the rest of it, which is really kind of funny because, again, I don't get any data out here. I can't send any images. I can't receive any images. But every once in a while, I'll get your guys' comments. I don't know, maybe there's a reason for it. It kind of inspires me. But I don't get every comment. I'll get, you know, 5 during the day or something like that. And it's really nice because I really like it. I like your comments, so I appreciate it. I am here a lot, so I won't be able to respond to everyone's comments. Like in the wintertime, I do respond to everyone's comments, but in the summertime, I'm here and I don't have data unless I drive somewhere and then I'd spend an hour or so responding to comments. I do read them when I get back into the city, but it's just, you know, it's a lot of time. So anyways, that doesn't matter. I want to show you what just happened here. I'm very excited. And I made a decision on something, and so let me show you. Taking that picture for you guys. I literally laid on my pile over here. It's all over me. Oh well, it's fun. So, if you haven't figured it out since, you probably saw the picture that I posted for my video. I got wood chips everywhere. I got wood chips. I drove in and the guy was so nice. I mean, he really was. This guy he's just a really nice guy and it makes me feel good. And I didn't have to do it. I didn't have to go out and buy one and haul it up here, then haul the gas. And it was just, you know, it's done. And I can't tell you how relieved I am that all the wood is chipped and it's done, and I'm going to take some pictures for you so you can see some before and afters. hopefully I got enough befores. I mean, he actually did even more than I thought he was gonna do. So I am extremely excited about that. So I can actually walk around certain areas without just being like, I don't know, trapped and getting all scratched with all the branches and trees laying on the ground. So it's really nice and open. It also is more open around my tent area. So in case a fire were to come through, I'd probably still get my tent, but I'll give it a little harder job for them. A little harder job for the fire to get to my tent. I don't have a bunch of dead wood sitting around my tent, and so I feel so good that I did this. This was a very good decision, and to me it was worth the money to do it. I didn't have to worry about it. I can just come out here and just enjoy. Now I do have a lot of work still to do, because now I got all these piles of wood chips that I'm going to show you. And now I got to put them somewhere, and I got to do it pretty soon, because there is a mouse in the area. I don't know, the arborist, the chipper guy told me about it. And there's a mouse in the area that carries a disease, and I got to get these wood chips out and spread out really soon. So I just don't want to. I don't want any little guys creating a home inside these wonderful little mounds of wood chips. Okay, so I was really excited because I drove up and I saw all these wood chips everywhere, and I couldn't help myself, and I didn't film me, but I was like, oh, I want to see what it looks like. So behind me, there's that one wood chip in my car, and there is the other one, and they're bigger than they look like on the screen. So they're pretty big. They stand to about here, and again, I'm 5'5.5". You guys make fun of me because I say a half, but that matters. So there's another wood chip pile right there, and there's the one that I was working on yesterday. That one was really tall before and was hiding actually part of that tree that is right there. It was hiding that tree. So again, so I was really excited to start working on it, because I'm like, I have wood chips. And so I don't know, I was up till like, I don't know, I had a headlight on last night working on it, and now I'm pretty tired. But let me show you kind of the path that I made. Again, that is my tent. And I don't know if you could really tell. It's a huge difference, you guys. It's huge. This was dirt and dust, and you know, whenever you walked around, it, like a dust ball kind of followed you. And so I was thinking I was gonna go to like Home Depot and get some wood chips, but that would have been a whole bunch of wood chips. So I decided that, you know, I'm going to chip my own wood. I got a whole bunch of dead wood, and I'm going to chip my own. So you can see I kind of stopped over here in the kitchen area. I got my rake, and I tilted my table over there to put some wood chips under it. But this is the area that I use the most, and this is the area that gets really the dustiest. So Rocky is a 120-pound Rottweiler, big dog, and he gets dirty, like just crazy dirty. And then he comes into the tent and he shakes and is like, oh, it's everywhere, you know, he gets mud on him and everything. And in fact, I bought a bed for him to come here, and I actually had a subscriber of mine say, hey, you need to clean his bed. I'm like, it's a brand new bed. Brand new. And he like destroyed it within a weekend, just because he's so dirty out here. So being able to lay down, he likes to lay down in the kitchen while we're cooking. Actually, he's just begging, but to have him lay down on the wood chips will be much better than laying down in the dirt and the mud and all that. So I do not have Rocky, because I am leaving today, and I am going to be going rafting. Yay! It's my rafting event. Excited for that. We don't have a lot of people coming, and I might have to think about something else next year for maybe an activity or event or something. I think I might just do something at Wilderness on Wheels, maybe just camping, that kind of a event, rather than something rafting. I think it was like 8 to 12 people signed up, And now I think I only have 2 people coming. Todd's coming too, and myself, so 4 people total. But at some point I did have 8 to 12 people come in, which would have been kind of fun because that would have filled a raft. But maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe next year again I'll try something else. Some people got a little scared because I am taking an advanced rafting trip, and it's an all-day event. But there were other events, other things that they have. They have like floats down a river and stuff like that too. So, but you know, everyone, they want to be involved in everything. So I think next year I'll just probably just do a camping thing. Anyways, okay, so regarding my wood chips, I got a little ADD going on here. This is my area, and you probably don't remember. I'll try to do some before and afters. This was full, completely full of dead wood. Like, just, you couldn't walk across it because there were so many pieces of dead wood there. And I'm really happy because it's really going to help with the aspen growth too. There's a couple aspen that are starting out, and then of course there's a dead one right there too. We'll have to take that down. But you know, I try to take down as many trees as I can before the guy came out. He came out and he's like, oh, I'll be there next week, and I'm like, ah. So we hurry up and we cut a bunch of trees down. If you saw my chainsaw video, that was that time where we were cutting a bunch of trees down, then we ran out of gas. And again, if you're not familiar with my channel, to go get gas takes about an hour to get gas, and we just decided we weren't going to go get gas, and it is what it is. And you know, hopefully he can get all the other dead wood that's around this area. But I am really happy. I'm happy with my decision. I'm happy with the wood chips. I still have a lot more work to do. I'm going to put some on my trails too. So I kind of stopped right here, but kind of have this little island here between my tent. My tent's in there somewhere if you can see it. Between my tent and all the other trails. But let me see if I could kind of show you. If you, I don't know, do you see that? Do you see all that dust? So around the tent in this little island area, I'm going to put some wood chips. Now down here at the bottom is my fire pit down here. Now I'm not going to put a bunch of wood chips down here for probably obvious reasons. So I'm going to skip this area for wood chips. I'm actually thinking of maybe getting some rock and putting some rock around, like little pebble type rocks around my fire pit, just to make it even better. And then possibly removing that bush. I don't know yet. I'm debating. We're still in a fire ban. We'll be in a fire ban for a long time, I think. So I'm not going to work on that until later in the year. But I do have a lot of wood chips, and so I have a lot of wood chips to spread out, and I'm going to spread it out and kind of like my daughter's area. They have their own little, like, I don't know, I call it a play area, but Kyla calls hers a workshop, and Madison calls hers Pookie's Corner. And so I think I might spread some wood chips around their area. I think that they would like that. Or maybe I'll just wait until they get here and they can do it on their own. This area over here was full of dead wood. So this is so nice. Like, I can actually walk to my tent if I want to. I wasn't able to do that. Also, in this corner over here was the area that I stored all my slash. Like, it was a huge pile. It stood as tall as me. So that area is gone as well. As well as over here, I had a bunch of dead logs sitting there too. So it was so worth it. That would have been, it was 2 guys I think that were working on it. And I'm going to give this guy a call and thank him, because I think he really did a great job. This whole area around here was also a bunch of dead wood too. But it is so nice to be able to walk around and not have to step over a bunch of dead logs too. So my kids are coming next week, and they're gonna be here for 10 days straight. I am so excited. Last year, the girls' daddy had them for 10 days, and so this year it's my turn to have them for 10 days in the summer, and I am so excited. You have no idea. I have so much stuff planned. We're gonna go backpacking. We're gonna go to parades. We're gonna go to the train again. We're gonna go shoot some archery and some frisbee golf and possibly kayaking. And then Madison and I are doing a big backpacking trip for her. This is her first one. I'm gonna push her limits a little bit. It's gonna be 3 days worth of backpacking, and I think that she's gonna do pretty good. I really do. I've been hiking with her a lot this summer, and she's ready. She's ready for this. So excited for that. We're gonna be in some alpine. I'm gonna record it too, so you guys are gonna be able to see it. Probably won't post until much later. Kind of a random video, but I'm just showing you some projects that I'm working on, because you're gonna be seeing some things around here changing a little bit. If it's a little windy, I apologize for that. Okay, the porta potty. Being that the kids are coming, we have to plan, you know, for a lot of people being here. We're gonna have up to 5 to 6 people here at some time, and so I gotta plan for that. I don't like handing out shovels to everyone every time someone needs to go to the bathroom, so the porta potty's coming, and legally I have to have a porta potty here, so that is part of the laws. I gotta have some way to manage my human waste. I know it's kind of, I don't like talking about that kind of stuff. Anyway, whatever. So last year I put my porta potty here, and this year I was thinking about putting it out there, and let me kind of give you an idea. Okay, so last year the porta potty was there, my tent is there, and the wind comes from this direction and blows into my tent, and I can smell porta potty smell. I had the porta potty cleaned once a month. This year I am thinking about putting the porta potty out there, and then the wind would come this way, and maybe by the time it gets to the tent I won't be able to smell it, and I'll get the porta potty cleaned twice a month. So that is my plan. However, not everything goes to plan, does it? Because I don't have the skills and the manpower and the time to build a little outhouse out there for right now. You know, it was something I needed to start a while ago, and I did ask Todd, you know, but he helps out with other projects, and he's just like, I don't have time to do it, you know, and so I don't have an area for the porta potty out in the grassy area. And I think he also mentioned that he didn't like it there. So he said that, you know, every time someone's going to drive by, every time we drive in, we're just going to see this huge porta potty. And I think it kind of bothered him. So he didn't want to add it to his list. You know, and I was just like, I must have harped on him way too much and stuff, and so he got really sick of me, and he's just like, I'm not doing the porta potty. And I was like, okay, at least he told me, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, that's fine. So we're gonna keep the porta potty where it was last year. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Being that it's gonna be cleaned twice a month will be good for the smell of human waste. However, the smell of porta potty is still going to be there, unless I can find some way to do like a wind barrier or something like that. And I'm kind of trying to come up with ideas of things that I can do in the time that I have. I mean, my kids are coming out next week, and I'm here for, I think, about 10 to 11 days in a row. So I have some time, but I want to play with my kids, you know? I don't want to just work on a porta potty structure the whole time. So I'm gonna put the porta potty here. So I gotta, the porta potty's coming on, today is Friday, so the porta potty's coming on Wednesday, and so I need to make it very obvious for the porta potty guys that this is where it's going. I need to spread some of these wood chips out too, so that the truck can back down. They ruined a lot of my trees last year. The guy driving the truck on the porta potty, he just kept banging into the trees. I don't know if they're gonna survive. Oh well. So porta potty's going here, and that's one of my projects while I am here. Again, today I'm going to the rafting place, so I'm going to Buena Vista or Buena Vista. I think they call it that over there, Buena Vista. I don't know. Buena Vista is how I say it. And so I'm going down there, gonna be going rafting, and then I'll come back up here, and I got another 2 days to be here, and before I have to be back down to the city again. So I have some time, but that's a project that I will be working on. I got woken up this morning by a bee because he got into the tent and he was just going back and forth like crazy. You know, they can be pretty loud. I got some show and tell items here. I have I got a present from the girl's daddy. He keeps trying to convince me that he wants to cut down some Christmas trees on my lot. Because there's so many spruces that are really close together, and it makes it so that the spruces just, they don't thrive as well. So he wants to come out here and cut a Christmas tree every year. And so it's kind of like our joke, so to speak. I don't know. You know, I'm like, no, don't cut my live tree, you know. And of course, if I end up building here, I'm going to be cutting live trees. And it's going to be a sad day. And I'm going to be, I don't know. Anyways, so he went out and he bought me some baby trees to plant so he could cut some Christmas trees on my lot. And I planted some of the ones that were alive. These guys are in their little nursery right now. I planted the ones that were alive already. I planted them last night. I'll show you them planted. I don't know if they're going to survive. He got them on a Sunday, but then I didn't see him until I think it was a Tuesday or Wednesday, and then I wasn't here until Thursday. And so the poor little buddies, I'll show you one of them. They're not doing so well. These guys, I got 5 of them that seem to be kind of okay, and another 5 where all of the pine needles are falling off, the little babies. So I created this little mud spa bath for them. I don't know if you can see or not. I don't want to tip it over too much because it's going to be really muddy. So I created this little mud spa to see if I can revive them, but I don't think I can. Like you can see, you see that? I don't know, like all the pine needles are coming off, and I'm going to plant them anyways, and I'm going to do that right now. But they've been sitting in here all night, and again, I don't think these guys are going to last, but I do have some other ones that didn't, you know, they have a pretty good chance. I don't know, we'll see. I planted some where I did lose some spruces to, I don't know why they died, actually. I have no idea why they died, but they died. I lost 4 of them right around the tent. And so I replanted some spruces kind of around the tent. Now they say to plant them 10 feet apart. Well, I have so many trees in here that I don't have 10 feet of open space where if you were to do a circle, I don't have 10 feet, you know. So I planted it, and we'll see kind of where it goes. And I did plant in an area where I don't think I would build my house. For the reason that I don't want to cut them down, because it's kind of cool that the girl's daddy gave me that, and I really appreciate that. But it's a project here that I'm doing right now before I take off to go rafting. And another thing, I just wanted to thank Moses. Moses gave me some funds to buy some fire extinguishers. In a past video I did say I needed some more fire extinguishers. Now I know there's a recall. I bought this and then I found out about the recall. I don't know. I'm really hoping this one's okay. And I think the recall is that the handle's plastic or something like that. See, it keeps saying metal everywhere, but I don't know. I bought it online. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be fine. But anyways, gonna put that over in my kitchen area, so that way I have one in my tent, another one in my kitchen area, and then I'm gonna get another one at a later time for my fire pits. So I'll just have it kind of around that area. And again, I can't have a fire, so it's no reason for me to purchase that right now. But anyways, I'm very excited about I wanted to have another fire extinguisher here, so it was very nice. Thank you, Moses, for that. I appreciate that.